Out with the old and in with the new. Welcome to All Things Outdoors. We're talking lighting, and this is what I did use. A simple little pin light with a clip, and it's actually a magnet clip at that. This is what I'm using now, the Olight H1 Nova. Let's take a closer look. Alright, I've never been a huge fan of headlamps, although they are growing on me. The one thing I did like was the way that I could just take my pin light and clip it to my shoulder strap, move it where I needed, and I could pretty much clip it about anywhere I needed to. Even when I'm laying in the hammock, I would use the clip and hang it from the ridge line, so that way it'd give me a light in the hammock at night, and I always knew where it was. One of the reasons why I changed was I did want to go to a simpler method of using a headlamp, but also I'm looking for, once again, that versatility, which brought me to the Olight H1 Nova. One of the features I liked was the fact that I can remove the light from the headlamp band, and then in the carry case that it's sent with, they send you a little clip that just snaps on, and now I pretty much have the exact same thing that I used last year and the years prior with the little clip there. If I wanted to hang it on a ridgeline, I could. I'm pretty sure I could probably just even hang it on my hat if I wanted. And it still gives it that 180-degree variance of lighting. Another feature I did like about this headlamp was the fact that when you turn it on, you can go through the different settings. You have your standard, then brighter, then you get into the turbo, and then it goes back to the low or low setting. Well, let's go to the high setting. The fact that I could turn it off, turn it back on, and it's on that same setting. I don't have to cycle back through all the settings prior. So it does come with that memory, which was a huge benefit that I was looking for. Another feature I liked about the H1 Nova was the moonlight mode. What that is when you take the headlamp when it's off, hold it for over 1 second, it automatically kicks on to a low setting light. And then when you hold it down, you can actually cycle through all the other settings as well, including the extremely bright 500 lumen turbo. Another option is called turbo mode. That's when the headlamp is off, you quickly double tap, sorry, I just watched Zombieland, and it kicks to the brightest mode, that 500 lumens. Then when you double click again, it'll return to your memorized mode that you have on the light as well. Next mode is called SOS mode. What that is exactly as it states. It just flashes SOS on a repeat. What you're going to do is, while the headlamp is off, you'll triple click very quickly. And that activates the SOS mode. Then to stop, single click once. Okay, last cool mode it has is called lockout mode, and just basically it keeps it from staying on if it gets bumped, the button gets bumped. But what you'll do is you'll hold it down for 2 seconds, it'll show moonlight, and then it'll turn off, and then basically it only kicks on the moonlight when you touch it and shuts right back off, so that way it doesn't leave it on and run the battery down. Then to turn it back off, basically do the same thing again. It'll flash, then moonlight stays on, and you're right back into your cycles. Now, it does come in a couple variations. It can use the CR123 battery, and it also can use the rechargeable version of that battery. So, and then the cable is basically that comes with it is a USB cable, and then the bottom of it is attaches to the magnet, and that shows a charge. And then you can see it here. It lights up green when it's charging, so it shows it's working. But it's pretty cool because since the bottom of it's magnet, you could use it, mount it. If you got working on your car and can't quite see something, you could use it to help with that. That's the H1 Nova by Olight. A pretty cool little unit. The headband is extremely comfortable, so not a lot of issues there, and especially it being just such a small, compact unit that weighs a little over 2¼ ounces. I find it extremely comfortable, which is nice. And then also being able to twist and angle your light as needed still, and the versatility of if I wanted to bring the clip along or to use the clip, throw it in maybe a Ziploc bag with some of my other odds and end accessories in my backpack. No complaints at all. So extremely happy with this. Plan on using it going forward. I did use it in the Red River Gorge trip, especially for that when I first got there and did a little bit of night hiking. I found it extremely easy to see and worked as it should. So that's it. Hope this helps. Gives you a little better view of the H1 Nova. Until next time.